Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Elliot and welcome to another line dance video blog. I'm glad that you guys are really liking this series. I really like doing them, obviously, because I love just talking for long extended periods of time about things. And because this is my dedicated line dance channel, it's really cool to come up and think about topics to talk about at a really long time. Most of which I would like to plug my friend Christopher Gonzalez. He is insane. If you thought that I was insane about line dance, this guy is 5 levels above me. He will go to a club. He has this idea that he wants to go to freaking every club in either California or the world or the universe. I'm not sure which, but when I met him, it was at Cowboy Country, and he was holding, he had it was either a notepad or a laptop. He'll take one or both. And he was just jotting down literally every dance that the DJ called out to every song that they were using. And he does this everywhere. Everywhere he goes. He has a spreadsheet of literally just a billion clubs, things that are popular, things that are one of places, just random places. And right now he has his own YouTube channel, which I'll link you to here, but maybe more importantly, he's creating a line dance podcast of just him talking to a lot of big names and a lot of just dancers around everywhere that he goes, and just answering questions about line dance and whatnot. So check this guy out because he's amazing and he's insane about line dance. But he asked me a little while ago about the topic that I'm going to talk about right now. And it's about the idea of style. Adding things to dances and just doing different things. And I never responded to it, and Christopher, I know you're watching this. I'm sorry I never responded to it, but it made me think. Ever since you sent me that message, I was thinking about it, and my idea on it kept changing. He wanted me to theoretically create a line dance video blog, maybe, I don't know, about just different things that you can do to dances, and I wanted to do it, and then I started getting other ideas, and that's basically what I'm going to cover right now. So, let me just start, with my own basic idea about this. When I started, when I didn't know anything about line dance or anything, I started, and I was just trying to do basic moves. I was just trying to do a normal coaster step, a normal sailor step, a normal triple step, a normal lock step. And that's what you basically do when you start. At a certain point, I wanted to stand out. And I wanted to be different, and I wanted to incorporate things from my own dance experience. Now, this is what encouraged me, theoretically, to create a dance, exactly what he was saying. Saying that you could do a triple step, or you can do a 3-step spin, read the last 3 counts of Redneck Angel. You do that, I call it a 3-step spin, on a 7 and 8, or 1 and 2, whatever it is. And you can incorporate 3-step spins into triple steps. Instead of doing triple steps, you do 3-step spins. Instead of doing grapevines, you do, instead of doing normal grapevines, you do turning grapevines. Read Going Ham, or in Good Time, they do the spinning grapevines, and you can incorporate that. And you could, and you definitely can. But here's the thing about that. I feel like with as many things as I could tell you to do, I felt that it would kind of be forcing it down your throat, and it would just be like me saying, do this and you'll be cool, as opposed to what I actually think, and it's do what you want and it'll be cool. I thought about my class that I have in Happy Dance Fitness. They are not all about flair because they don't care. And they like looking at flair. They like looking at, crazy, insane dancers that do like a million spins. But they aren't all about that necessarily. They'd rather just, know a dance and get it. And, that makes them happy. Trying to add stuff to it just kind of confuses them and whatnot, which is completely fine. And that's why I didn't want to alienate those types of people. Not everybody is looking for flair. Not everybody is trying to be seen, or they're not trying to be noticed and whatnot. And it's not a bad thing. It's my own style. I have a hip-hop background, obviously, so anywhere that I can add a float, I will. Anything that I can do like a moonwalky, like glide move float, I will add that into everything. As you saw, the pin drops, I learned that from my friend Bennett. That is like a tribute basically to him, and that's just our own thing. And you could do that, and I'm not saying you can't, but like, it originated from us. And so, see, that's the other thing. Like, sometimes you just want your own specific group to do a specific move. If everybody starts doing it, then all of a sudden it's not even really your move anymore. It's everybody's, which isn't inherently bad. Obviously, when somebody was doing good time, they made the woo sound, and then it just kind of caught on and everybody likes it, and that kind of builds its own kind of community. But with like a larger community like that, you also kind of want smaller community, like you and your friends, like you and one other person, because then it's like your own special thing. And so like it's like your own style and whatnot. That was just a really small sample of things that you can do in dances, and those are just all my own things. Again, because I've had a hip-hop background. But like, there's so many things that I couldn't teach you, and I don't want you to be stunted by, I don't want my hip-hop background to stunt your growth as a dancer. If you have a salsa background, I had a friend, her name is Lauren. She, when I first met her, she had a super salsa belly dance, crazy flowy type of way of dancing that she danced in everything, that she used everywhere. And it was like the coolest, smoothest, like body roll, like throughout a dance style. And she would do this to the walk, like something super hard hitting like that. And she would just make it look like the flowiest thing imaginable. Like how most people do My Maria. She would like make that look like every dance. I have jazz friends and ballet friends, Jamie, Candice, who are super spinners, and they just go crazy with spins. And see, these aren't things that I could teach you, because that's not me. So doing a style video like that, I would be forgetting some of the different styles, obviously. Anne-Marie Dunn from the Branding Iron, Courtney Leona from Cowboy Country. Both of them have this really cool like salsa mambo-y type style, and they incorporate that into like everything that they dance. Some people have an even more hip-hop style than me. Jeremy Gutierrez from Branding Iron. That dude is crazy. So what I'm trying to say ultimately is that this is dance, and it's a way, it's like the purest form of expressionism that I've ever seen. And however you decide to come up with your own style, come up with your own style. This is the most important thing that I can stress upon you. A lot of people look for the next thing. If you see somebody doing a turn in a dance, then the next thing is to do 2 turns. And then once you master 2 turns in that like short window of time, you try to do 3 turns. And it just keeps like building like that. My challenge to you is to be different. Instead of doing a spin, don't do anything at all. And all of a sudden, you're doing less and you're achieving more. Because you're being different. And so with all of these different kinds of styles, sometimes not doing everything and not overloading a dance with a million different spins and floats and glides and pin drops and like salsa moves, sometimes doing nothing is really powerful. There was one time I was doing Outlaw at Montana's, and I was just getting really tired. And so I did this really cool, like, instead of doing hip rolls on the next count of 8, after I did like the walks going forward, I was just super tired. So like I stomped and then just stood there and did nothing. And one girl like literally looked at me and she was like, oh, like it was like the coolest thing like she's ever seen. Cause I was just such a boss about it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, whatever style of dance that you feel like creating, that feels good to you, that's what you should do. If you have to take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, to make it your own, then do that. But if you just, I don't know. I feel like I've said everything. I'm just gonna start repeating things. Create your own style. Don't copy. Allow other people to influence, but just don't ever feel like you have to do something, because you don't have to do anything, and sometimes that's more amazing.